What's up guys, welcome to the Refinement. Today's video I'm going to go over the only 3 ways you can increase your sales on eBay. There are only 3 ways to do it. I'm going to go over them in this video, so please smash the like button, consider subscribing. The first way, I'm going to give you guys an overview right now and then we'll get more in depth in the video. And I'm going to give you guys 3 different ways to increase these 3 different things. So pretty complicated, but let's just get started. Number 1 is going to be impressions. This is when people are scrolling through the listings and they see your item. So Number 1 would be to increase the number of impressions. Number 2 is the click through. So as they're scrolling through, if they stop and actually click your item, that's step number 2. So that has to happen in order for you to get a sale. And then number 3, once they actually click on it, they need to go through the checkout process, and that's the conversion part. So impressions, click through, conversion, increasing those 3 or one of those 3 is the only way to get more sales on eBay or any platform. So if you guys have never been here before, my name is Chris. I'm a 7-figure reseller, and I'm gonna go over in detail how to increase these 3 things. Okay, so we're gonna go over impressions, click through, and conversion right now. So I just searched for Teletubby. It's a popular TV show, or was a popular kids TV show. And there are 1,900 listings for Teletubby right now. So we're gonna try and figure out why certain Teletubby listings sell and why some do not. So right off the bat, you can see there are 8 listings on this page. These are the only 8 that had an impression. So as of right now, all 1,892 listings that are not these 8 cannot sell because I haven't scrolled to actually see them. It's really important to understand this because just because you list an item doesn't mean it will get an impression, doesn't mean it will get a click through, and doesn't mean it will convert. So I'm gonna go really in depth in this in our Patreon. Under white paper number 8, I go over the eBay traffic and go over why things convert and why they don't, but let's get into this page. So as we know, Google says that 40% of all sales happen from the first page of eBay. So there's 1,900 total listings, but if we scroll to the bottom, we can see that this is only 60 listings per page. So remember, 40% of all the listings just happen in these first 60 listings. So it's really important that we do everything we can to rank on the first page of these first 60. So we have to do everything in our power to show up on the screen. That's an impression. Now we want to optimize how to actually click on the item. So as you're scrolling through as a customer, I can't reiterate this enough. You really have to think what a customer would be looking for. So as they're scrolling through here, what catches your eye? What doesn't catch your eye? What's more enticing as a buyer? Is it a lot? Is it the picture? Most likely it's not white background. White background maybe makes the photo pop more. You can see here on the top left, this photo does stand out the most, but there's pros and cons to that. Oftentimes that can look like a stock photo, which can turn buyers off actually because they're not sure whether or not you have it. On the far right, on the top, you can see this is probably inside of a photo box or inside of some type of an apparatus. I would guess that this is in somebody's house, so they definitely have the item. So the click-through rate is really important. So as we're scrolling through here, you want to think about what customers are clicking on and what they're not clicking on. When you're doing your own research, I recommend searching in incognito mode so that it doesn't have your previous preferences saved and you're looking at it like a fresh customer. And you can do that in Chrome by clicking File at the top and selecting Incognito Window. And that's how you could search and look at it completely privately. Okay, so as you scroll through, let's just click on one of these as an example. We'll click on this one. It has 11 watchers. I also like to look at ones that have more watchers because maybe they're doing something right. Although watchers, in my opinion, aren't necessarily great because it might be a rare or cool Teletubby that nobody ever buys. So you don't need any watchers to actually make a sale. You don't want people to watch it. You want people to just straight up buy it. So oftentimes when you see a watcher, that might be another seller wondering if your item will sell. And they're most likely looking at it, in my opinion, if it's priced too high. This right here does not have best offer. So I'm gonna go over again in our Patreon exactly all the different ways to increase the conversion because now we've actually clicked on it. The click-through has happened, so we're on the listing. So now, once people have arrived, it's your job to sell them the item. Why is it a good deal? That's why it's really important to make sure you fill out the complete description, the complete item specifics, everything to the best of your ability because you want to increase the odds that the person buys from you. This person has 100% feedback. over 10,000 transactions. They clearly know what they're doing. They have free 4-day shipping, so they have fast shipping. They also have free local pickup. They're doing every single thing they can to convince me to purchase the item by clicking buy it now and entering in my payment information. Now, there's a few things on here I can see right away that are not optimized, and that's why maybe this listing has 11 watchers and no sale. So again, you can't pay your bills with watchers. You need actual cash. So for this to convert, you really need to focus on how to get people to click in the first place and how to convert. Now, I'm not going to go over all the different ways to do that in this particular video because this is YouTube, but in our Patreon group, you can join at patreon.com/the Resellers podcast. I go over every single way I can think of to get people to actually convert. So I appreciate your time, guys. Until next time, make progress daily.